Do do boom do do boom boom. Do 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 do. No no no. Got a call from an old friend. We used to be real close. Do 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 do. Say you couldn't go on the American way. Do 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 do. Closed a shop, sold a house, bought a ticket to the West Coast. Do 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 do. Now he gives them the stand-up routine in L.A. Do 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 ba. I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm alright. Do 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 do. I don't want you to tell me it's time to go home. Do 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 do. I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life. Do 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 do. Go ahead with your own life. Leave me alone. I never said you had to offer me a second chance. Mm-mm. I never said I was a victim of circumstance. I still belong. Don't get me wrong. And you can speak your mind, but not on my time. I don't care what you're saying anymore, 'cause I'm alright. Go ahead with your own life. Leave me alone. All right, guys, that was my best shot at the Piano Man. Billy Joel, the Piano Man, just a extremely talented rock and pop artist, songwriter. This guy, he's still going strong today. Catch him on the circuit if you can. All right, man. So that was just my channeling my inner expat stacker, telling the world leaders to get their government off our freedom. Expat Stacker, if you caught my morning update, I told you about a video he posted this weekend, man, and just nails it. Nails it, nails it, nails it. This is a two-part segment. It's a part two segment. He did a part earlier about stocks versus gold. This is part two of that segment. And he brilliantly outlines the savings advantages and disadvantages of the different asset classes. You know, he just kind of compares the two. And he takes a closer look at the number of stimulus programs that are coming our way and how that's going to affect your everyday budgeting. All right. So if you haven't seen that, man, you need to go and check that out. Of course, the graphics and layouts and stuff is excellent. It's just the most one of the best educational tools out there, right up there with Silver Torch 66, I think. But yeah, if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it, and watch it in its entirety, because the thing is, it pulls you in at the end. You know, if you don't watch the middle, you won't catch what was going on in the end. You're gonna kind of miss out on the whole message. It has a lot more impact if you watch the whole video. This is one of my all-time favorites. I'll agree to that. So yeah, Expat Stacker, excellent video out on stocks versus gold. Check that out. So what are we going to do about these guys? I called them up today, Pyromet, and I talked to a young lady in Pennsylvania. They're in Pennsylvania, come to find out, purchasing agent. And so when you purchase from them, you have to set up an account. If you purchase directly from them, you have to set up an account. Now, I found out later that, of course, you can buy these at the BS AGC website. So that's the BSAGC website. That's Buy Silver and Gold, I believe, company. BSAGC, Buy Silver and Gold company. You can buy these there for about $22 a piece. I'm supposed to get a break on these because I'm buying them directly from Pyromet. So we'll see about that. But, you know, I had to set up an account, and then, you know, when I'm ready to order, they're going to help me complete the purchase order over the phone. I think they only do like bank wire or check, so you don't get the option of using something as convenient as, you know, a credit card. So you look at these silver cards. Let's get in close. You look at these silver cards, and as you can see, they have a really weird feature to where they look like they get milk spots, I guess, on them pretty easy. And it's the backside right here. They get milk spots on them pretty easily. But if you catch them in the light just right, let's see if we can get that reflection I had earlier. Yeah, if you get them over here, boy, they really, really shine out. And so, I mean, they're very fancy. They're very nice. They're ideal. You know, they fit in your wallet, like I said before, and stuff. But, you know, they also have a very sharp edge. So, like, if you were a, you know, 007 hitman or antagonist, or maybe in an Assassin's Guild, this is the money for you, man, because it's got a really sharp edge. You could use those utility-wise if you wanted to do that. You really wouldn't want to damage a silver card that way. But I mean, these are gorgeous, rich-looking cards, man. And these right here, they kind of got me thinking about what we're going to, well, how we're going to transact. So, how will we use this for money? How will we use silver for money? Will there be establishments that'll take, the silver card or some coins or something directly? I think there will be. Now, it's not going to be like an open menu where you're going to be able to look and say, hey, man, I see you guys take like the old dollars or like the super dollars or the silver dollars and the silver cards. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be like a quiet gray market where you're either going to know ahead of time if they take this stuff for currency, like the card or a coin or something like that, or you're going to have to kind of ask quietly, just kind of lean over the front desk and be like, hey, so how do you guys feel about, 3 nines fine silver? Well, what form is it in? Well, it's in bullion form. Well, what country is it from? It's Canadian. Oh, we're in Canada, so no, absolutely. We have a different pay chart for that, but, if you just hang on here for a second, I'll be right back. I'll get you a calculation. I'll get your number. Come back. Oh, yeah, sorry, you know what? It's going to be like 1.5 ounces. Oh, well, I just happen to have one of these polar moms and babies right here. We can go ahead and get you guys one of those. Oh, look, and it comes in a capsule, too. It's like, okay, great. You're good here at the resort until Wednesday. So if you want to go ahead and extend that, just let us know if you have more on hand, and we'll go ahead and transact with that. You'll be like, oh, thank you. So it's going to be like a little hush-hush quiet market about using silver directly. But there's some outfits out there. Perpetual Assets is one. There's a couple of other ones out there. Money Metals, I'm expecting to get on board with some kind of credit or debit system that's based in precious metals that you can either send in metals to them and get, redeemed up to a certain point in your card, and then be able to transact with that card, and the card would be like Visa or MasterCard or, American Express. And nobody would really know anything in terms of what the card's thinking. The card would transact in whatever the medium is there, but in your card would be debited from your account, the amount in silver, whatever the spot price is that day. So your account would be fluid, actually. It would be fluid, being like it would be, say, for instance, if you had the equivalent of $100,000 in the account on Tuesday, and then spot price goes up, 10%. And of course, the next day, you would have $110,000 in your account, even though you spent probably $2,000 out of it. You would have actually more money, and that's how we expect, silver to behave. It's going to continue to go up as, the demand of it, of course, is greater and the amount is less, and expenses get greater, here in life, and inflation increases because it's going to increase with inflation no matter what. All right, so again, back to Pyromet. We talked to these guys, and let's look at one of the less fine cards here. We talked to Pyromet today. And they've got these products on their website, and you probably saw those earlier. They had, I think, the 1/4 ounce squares, and they had the 1 ounce rounds, and, of course, the silver cards themselves. And do they have another denomination? Because all I have right now is the cards like these, the 100 ounce bars, and the 50 ounce bars. So you big stackers out there, Big Stack McGee and Silver Joker and you guys, you might want to take a look at them and see if the 100 ounce bars they have, which are 3 nines fine, and they just have their logo on them, are for you, because their spot prices, their premiums look like they're pretty low over spot. But then again, a lot of the retailers are starting to become competitive again too. I like these cards, man, because they seem like a step forward. It's kind of like the Valcambi Combi Bar. It has the 100 times 1 grams in them. And these right here are 1 troy ounce, but you could actually make those gram squares out to be a card this size and then transact with those, gram to gram. But I don't think anybody's made those yet. Amex has a version of a 1 gram bill, but that dang thing costs $13. You do not want to go there. Who wants to pay $13? $14 for a gram of silver is ridiculous. But that's what you pay if you want to have that kind of exclusivity. We're not there yet. But this right here is a good middle step. It's kind of like the missing link, between using silver as money and actually having the coins and the bullion, which are money. But it just gives us another look into, what could be. I get a lot of I like to call them turd flingers. These are people that, they don't, they're not trying to be, mean or negative or anything like that. But it's like they tell you, it's like, well, that'll never happen because this, that, or the other. I had a subscriber today tell me, well, the 20-to-1 silver to gold ratio, that'll never happen because, it'll never happen in my lifetime. And they didn't say why. They said never happen in my lifetime. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Nobody ever thought that oil closing at $34 in the negative in a trading day would happen in anyone's lifetime. And no one thought that we would have a sub 1 point 30-year fixed bond at 0.95% close at the end of the day, when some of us can remember double-digit inflation and a 30-year bond being around 15 to 20% versus less than 1%. So all these crazy things are happening in the markets. They're happening in the economic forces. And so to say that something's never going to happen, I mean, you just can't. It's, again, like a Bond movie. Never say never, man. Never say never. So we're talking about, what we would think, how we would think to use, silver as money when it starts to value really high and stuff. Finding that gray market, man, where people are going to be like, hey, can I spend silver here? You know what? You can. But come to this back room here and let's talk. Okay. All right. Yeah, and so it'll kind of be like that for a while until governments decide that silver can come out of the shadows as money, and they'll even, hopefully, inflation will be bad enough or money velocity will be bad enough that they'll want us to spend anything. That includes copper or silver and gold and paper and, Bitcoin and all that stuff. And that's another thing, too. Say never. If somebody told you 15 years ago there's going to be a digital currency that would revalue 4 billion times from the time it started in a 10-year period, you would have said, you're out your damn mind. It's never going to happen in my lifetime. So just never say never. All right, but back to my point. We just need to figure out, where this thing is going. But in order to take part in any kind of new silver age that's going to happen, whether it's how we spend silver, whether silver is going to be, too important to be money. It's just going to be, used for very critical, technologies or very critical medical procedures, something like that. I don't know if you guys saw, there's a story out of India today where they're using drones and airplanes to disinfect towns in India. All right. I said this probably 2 months ago. I said, they might start thinking about, having, silver, based vaccines, sprayed across the cities to try to disinfect the areas or something, or try to disinfect what's going on, with the cerveza sickness. Can't say the real thing because they will block your videos on YouTube. I love you, YouTube, but that's messed up. Well, yeah, the cerveza sickness may require areas to be disinfected, by air with silver-based, disinfectants and antibacterial treatments and stuff. And so, what kind of strain will that put on silver supply? There's plenty of medical uses for it right now, plenty of electronic uses. We know this as money, as bullion, as jewelry, investment products, and all that. But in order to take part in any of what's coming, you've got to acquire first, right? You guys, you're doing a great job acquiring silver. I got corrected 2 or 3 times a day on what a good deal was and stuff because now everybody's looking. So I'm going to stop doing it. I'm going to stop posting what I think are good deals because you guys are better at finding them than I am. I am no expert. I am no guru at all, man. You guys are in the know. And if you want to find out what the good deals are, check out the comments in my videos. You'll find these guys, they really know their stuff. And they find the deals all the time and they post them because we need to take advantage of whatever cheap silver we can until it becomes out of reach. That's the whole point of that. All right. And so I'm hoping that a couple of things will show up in the mail here this week. I want to do at least one epic unboxing for you guys. And I want to see if I can answer the challenge posted by Silver Game of Thrones, which will require me to produce something on the order of, I think, 106 ounces of silver. I think I can do that. It depends on which box comes in first or what mail comes in first, but it'd be great to do that. So hopefully that'll be this week. I think I got another week after that for the deadline. But tomorrow we're going to go ahead and do our market and metals update. If you guys saw today, metals floundered around quite a bit, was down quite a bit, and then towards the end tried to pick up some steam. We'll see if they're going to go into the green tomorrow. These fluctuations, these prices that we're seeing right now, they're not anything exciting. And I think that's kind of the thing we missed the most. We missed the excitement, whether it's down or up. Exciting if the price of silver goes down and premiums with it. And not exciting if it doesn't do anything. But exciting if it goes up, way, way up, to where, 1 ounce will, pay, some of all your monthly bills. That'd be nice. It'd be our own stimulus package. What's your stimulus package this month? Oh, I sold a maple. A gold maple? No, 1 silver maple. $1,200. Oh, awesome. And that'll be where our gold to silver ratio will meet closer to this sort of thing and when silver starts to reach fair value. But, look, guys, I'm Silver 150, Silver 5150. I'm always positive. I'm always here to let you guys know that your stack is not whack. And at 2 ounces of silver to your name, put you ahead of 99% of the game. Keep stacking. More importantly, keep learning. Because I'm learning every day, posting videos, getting comments from you guys, finding out newer, better stuff out there. And I just like to talk, but I'm basically just a student telling you what I'm learning. That's all I'm doing. There's plenty of sources out there to follow, man. There's excellent content. always keep an eye on that. Find your channels that you like and subscribe to them. If you subscribe to my channel, please hit that bell that says all. That way you can get any new content that I post if this stuff interests you. All right, like and share and subscribe it also. But just look, don't give in to the naysayers. Don't give in to the market fluctuations. This thing is breaking loose. If you guys had any idea how much pressure is on this silver crock pot, if you had any idea the gymnastics and contortions that the Federal Reserve and the Treasury have to go through to keep silver from just completely hulking out on the markets, it would really, really blow your mind. But you know what? This is what they have to do to keep us from trying to head towards real money and keep us in the fiat as long as possible until they're ready to let go. So that gives us time to do what? Accumulate, accumulate, accumulate. Let's continue doing that. Accumulate it however you can. Find it cheap. Find it ugly. Especially, man, you find, coins and stuff that are beat up and stuff. Oh, secondary market, scruffy, and like that. Man, I'll grab some scruffy coins in a minute. I do not hesitate at all because it is all good and it's all going to pay very well once we start to hit revaluation and true price discovery. So, all right, guys, again, go out there, acquire. Tune in tomorrow morning. Good fight and good night. Thanks.